All right, we're here with Anthony. Saturday, you guys wanted an update. It's been a couple weeks. We're going to take him out to breakfast, hang out with him for a little bit. Got a couple friends with me, kind of bring some company and stuff along, so it's not just my ugly mug. And just kind of hang out. He's got his new boots and clean clothes and stuff on. Looks real good. Cleaned himself up. He's been 2 weeks clean now. 2 weeks. He's got 2 weeks under his belt. He's doing real good. I sent him your guys' donations and stuff like that you guys sent in. I sent everything to his Cash App. And he bought his daughter some Christmas gifts and stuff like that. And he's fed himself for a little bit. And he's been doing real good. So I told him, I said, I'll continue to help you as much as I can as long as you stay on the up and up. And that's where he's at right now. So
keep those cards and letters coming.
Keep the biggest support for him is hearing that you guys are in his corner right now, because that's really holding him accountable. Every time he sees your messages, every time he sees that you guys are supporting him and that you're wishing him the best, and some of you are going through the struggle as well, it's almost inspiring, because he knows that people are holding him accountable and you guys are really wanting him to do well for himself. All right, guys, Anthony, update, 2-week update. How you feel?
I feel good. I feel a lot better than I did 2 weeks ago, and I'm happy that I'm here with my new friend. And yeah, I definitely feel a lot better than, like I said, 2 weeks ago. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the outcome of everything. I know I'm still under a tent. I know I'm still doing the homeless thing, but I'm doing it clean and sober. That's all I really wanted.
But we're gonna bump inside real quick. I guess we're told that we got to go inside.
Okay. Where were you at? You said you feel good.
Yeah, I definitely feel good. I feel a lot better. It's a slow process. I was doing a little research, and according to what I read, anywhere between 5 to 6, 7 months, I'll still kind of have little residuals, little body aches, things of that nature. My energy levels might not be right, but to be quite honest, my energy has been a lot better than it has been in the past. I feel more confident in myself, and that's all just because I fought that demon on my back.
Yeah. I told him that the first video we did, there was a few small donations that came in. I got it to you. And then the second video, some more people sent some stuff. And one guy said, I want you to give this $50 to Anthony, make sure it gets to him. And I gave it to you or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I know some of you are waiting to kind of like help out a little bit until you've seen that Anthony's been clean for a little while. Well, now he's been, 2 weeks clean now. And
15 days.
Doing really good, 15 days. And so some of you are kind of holding off. So if you do want to send anything, I've been giving it to him. I send it to his Cash App.
With the donations, I actually purchased a couple of drug tests that I'm waiting to come in. So I can't really do it on video, but I'm sure I could use my friend here to kind of vouch for me that it wasn't fake urine or anything like that. So when those come in, I definitely want to show you guys that.
And you were able to get your daughter some Christmas gifts, which was really important. The health of him and his family, and how he's trying to rebuild his relationship with
the
them.
first donation that was sent. And I did try to, I don't know if I'm looking wrong in the wrong place, but I did try going through the comments to find the person or people that donated to thank you. But here's my opportunity, and I just want to thank you for definitely helping me out. Are you on a diet?
No, this is good.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, so we just got done with breakfast. We drove around for a little bit, drove past the lakefront, checked out a few of these places where these migrants and stuff are staying. We went by the building that I didn't even know was a fucking building on, what was that, 350 North Ogden?
Yeah.
Then it was a big giant building that's like, it looks like it's the size of this one under construction almost. There's like full of a bunch of like illegals that are here or whatever, and they're housing and putting them up in housing and then letting them operate businesses out on the road and stuff in front of it. There was a guy cutting hair under the viaduct and stuff right there. People selling food out in the middle of the island and stuff like that. And if it would have been anybody else doing that type of stuff, they would have got fines. They would have got kicked off the street. You got to get permits and stuff. But they don't let these people do. They don't make these people do that. They let them cook the food, no matter how clean or bad it is, and they just let them sell it. And that's the messed up part about this whole thing is there's a double standard. It's not the same standard for us as Americans. We have to obey the law. We have to get the licensing. We have to get the permits. We have to do all that stuff. But these people that are coming here now,
You gotta go to school to be a barber.
yeah, they don't have to do all that. And dude had a table set up under there. He had a chair. He had a smock and everything, and chopping dude up, man. He was getting at it. So it sucks because if anybody else tried to do that stuff here, they'd be all over him. Breakfast was good. Got to hang out a little bit. Brought a new face along, so Anthony's not seeing the two same ugly dudes all the time. And we kind of drove around, got to see the city a little bit. So, you know, where do you feel like you're at? And now being 2 weeks clean, no dope, no nothing, just like you feel pretty good. The first couple days you were going through that, you sounded like hell was coming out of you, man.
Dude, it was horrible. It was horrible. I haven't cried in years, but when I was laying there and I called you, and like I said, I was gonna do that because that's something I normally wouldn't have done. Called somebody, reached out to them, explained to them what's going on, how I felt. But Dad, I kind of wish that I had the strength to actually have a camera in my face, because I'd like people to see me fucking throwing up. You know, how hard it was just to throw up nothing and sit there and go through that pain. And I rolled around in that tent for 4 days and didn't get up, you know, peeing in bottles and everything. And, you know, it was horrible, man. Even peeing, I saw a devil coming out in my urine. It was horrible, like disgusting.
Yeah.
But now, 15 days later, I'm out, I'm walking around, you know, getting my exercise. I'm drinking a lot more water, more fluids, cranberry juice, and I knew I could do it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's not a pat on my back. It's not a whole, you know, because I.
You just needed some support, a little push,
something.
somebody to have your back.
Right.
And
I have a lot of people
yeah.
who got my back. All the comments, all the people who wished me well. That's love.
You see some of the people in there like, hey, that guy's he's actually kind of good looking. He's handsome. He's this. And I was like,
I saw the one about Ethan Hawke too. I used to get that a lot too.
Yeah. So you're building some fans out. But you also have to understand how important it is for these people not to be let down, because now they're with you. Now they ain't going nowhere. Now they're asking about you when I'm talking about other stuff that don't even got nothing to do with you. They're, hey, how's Anthony? Just wondering what's going on with Anthony. So they're there now, man. It's just so what's the next step though? The next step is staying clean, and then
definitely staying clean.
The job,
sure.
right?
A job, yeah. I really, I'm not gonna say I haven't thought about it, because when I start to put things in like step order or goals, like
I think the thing I've been thinking about it a little bit lately would be if somebody had a place where you could stay to get you off the street, so you had a secure location to go back to before getting a job. Because what are you gonna do? Go from here to the job all the time and come right back here? And it's not a safe. Right. There's no guarantee that you're not gonna get sick out here or something like that, and be able to make it the next day or something, or not end up in the hospital or whatever.
I don't, you know, like you said, I don't want to let the people down that are supporting me. They don't even know me.
So if we could get you in a place so you had some kind of warmth and stuff, some kind of bed to go back to put you on a schedule, that would be the best bet. So when you did get the job, you knew that you were already set up with being able to be accountable every day. You had a place to go back to. You could put yourself on a schedule to be here at this time and be home at this time and take care of yourself.
And there was a subscriber, John. He offered to pay for 3 months for me to get into a recovery place, and I had like a halfway home. And I called and I looked into what he was telling me. But because I did cold turkey, I didn't go through a detox where I had doctors, you know, and I was in a facility. So to get into some of those places, they have to medically clear me to go. So they have to be like, okay, Anthony was here for 8-9 days going through detox. He's clean. We can put him in a halfway house. So there's certain things, again, that I have to do in order to get there. But going cold turkey, I'm not going to be able just to go from the street into a halfway house, unfortunately. And that would have been great. And shout out to John, because he's really...
But they wanted you to be fucked up going in,
right.
So they could justify you being there.
Exactly. But because I'm not fucked up, and I'm not going to have, you know, drugs in my system,
right?
They don't have, you know, they can't do it. Like, even if I went to Haymarket right now, if I went to Haymarket and peed in a cup, they'd be like, oh, he's got nothing in the system, we're not putting you in detox, you can't stay there.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the fucked up part about the system is it can work with you, or it can work against you, even though you're trying to fucking change everything. The process is not there. If it's not like this dude's trying to be clean, but now all of a sudden it looks like, well, he's not an addict anymore. He's just trying to find a place to live. So Go find a shelter or something. Well, you can't find a shelter because it's fucking taken up by all the illegal peoples and shit that are here.
Which blows my mind because if somebody was to come and get me a place to stay, I'd jump right on it. And these
Right.
people are complaining about the shit that they get.
Right.
Come sleep where I sleep.
Yeah.
You know, wake up when it's
Yeah.
negative 15 below. And you
They don't want that because they were promised the American dream, and then when they got here, they realized there wasn't no fucking
Yep.
American dream.
Because the American dream is dead.
Yeah. So it's a matter of you making you have to make everything that you get here
But you
like
gotta have a plan.
Yeah.
And like you're telling me, what's the next step? What's the plan?
Yeah.
And you have to have that. You can't just come to this country and expect again.
and that's what they were told. They were
Right.
told that they could just fucking come here and then it was going to be given to them.
They were lied to.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them are seeing that now. A lot of them are going back to their countries and stuff now, but they're still, unfortunately, hundreds of thousands,
But
if
they're
not
giving them
millions.
plane tickets, train tickets. You know, I went to New York a couple years ago. Real quick story. And I lost my ID on the way there. So I went to the Social Security office, whatever, DMV, to get an ID. And they were like, we can't find you in our database. We can't do shit for you. We'll give you a ticket back to Chicago, but that's it. You know, like, it's just, I think I lost what I was trying to say, but
Oh, they don't have any identification or anything to be here. They don't have any means of being here, but they can put them back on these fucking planes and shit like that, and they can ship them all over the place.
Anywhere they want to go. I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
Systems. I'm not getting that same love, and I'm
Right.
born here in this country, whether it's New York, Chicago,
Right.
whatever. You know, it's sad. It's a sad situation.
You guys see the hat he's wearing?
Oh yeah.
Ford Boss Me hat.
I was happy to get
this. So, you know, I think it's, if anybody here has any ideas on housing next, that's what we need. That's what we need to figure out next is housing. He ordered the drug test stuff. It's coming. So you guys were looking for some kind of confirmation on that. Some of you are like, we want to help, but we don't want to help until we know that he's been clean for a while, at least off the dope, because here marijuana is legal. So pretty much, I would say 50% of the people here smoke weed. I don't smoke it, but you can't look for substances like that and hold it against somebody. What I'm worried about is dope, you know, stuff like that.
That shit kill you, man.
Yeah, and you know, Anthony's here to prove himself to everybody and say, look, that I'm not a waste of time. I am worth putting the effort and stuff into it, getting behind, and
All the people that just walk by me, you know how many of these people stop by to offer me food or, you know, hey, how you doing, whatever. Zip.
none. Yeah.
None.
And what did we do today? When the first guy came up panhandling and stuff, we were in front of that restaurant. The guy was asking for some kind of change or something. Both of us gave him some money or whatever, and it's just the thing to do when other people are down. You know, when they're in need, like other Americans and stuff that need help. That you
asked, though. He asked, like I asked you.
Right.
You know, you gotta ask. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I have a brand new Coleman tent. You know, I don't know how many homeless people are gonna be watching this, or people who are in need of it, but I do have a brand new tent that I would like to help somebody out with. But I don't want to just give it to any, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry, because I don't trust people.
Somebody
I think they're
speak
gonna
up
do
for
stuff.
it. Yeah.
I do want somebody, if they can, or they know somebody who needs it, I have it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful tent and it'll help, you know. I mean, it's not money, but it's a tent.
So what if somebody wanted to stop by and bring food or check on you or something like that? Are you okay with that, or are you just nah?
No,
Okay.
most definitely, I'm okay with that. I mentioned in the other video, I stay at Hubbard and Morgan, right underneath the bridge. Can't miss it.
So there's all the wonderful artwork here. I mean, some of these like portraits, these murals or whatever you want to call it, is absolutely phenomenal. Some of the work that's done. Some of these people just dump everything out into their artwork, and it just keeps going all the way down there.
Bloomer Chocolate Factory.
So, and there's a lot of beautiful artwork here, and it's changing. You know, every couple days, every couple weeks or whatever, somebody will come along and do a new portrait or something. Down here, there was a couple new ones I noticed when we were coming by. But anyway, this is Hubbard and Morgan, and Anthony is right out here underneath
Yep.
the orange
My
tent.
name, and 9 times out of 10, I'm usually home.
If you
Unless
pull
I'm
it.
charging my phone.
If you pull up, you know, call his name, honk, or something like that. If you're going to drop something off for him, some of you guys want to check on him. Any of you guys got any kind of ideas on housing or anything like that, please let us know. I'm going to work on. You have a Social Security card,
I don't have a card.
but you have we can apply for it or something though,
Yeah, definitely.
to try to get it. And then that will be the next step. Let's try to get a Social Security card and stuff for him, and that's actually I know I can put him to work at least part time, maybe full time if it all works out. But I want to get him in some kind of housing first, so I know that he's going back to something consistently that he can be warm in, that he can sleep in and stuff like that. So let's close it out. Any last, you want to say anything to your daughter? Or
Well, thank you to all the support, everybody that's taken their time out to wish me well. Hopefully soon, within the next couple of weeks here, I can show you guys a nice clean drug test. I do want to say thank you to my daughter's mother, for also her support, and my little girl. Her and I are always talking on the phone. She's a beautiful little girl, and I want to thank you personally.
Yeah.
I definitely greatly appreciate
I love you, man. I'm pulling for you. I really want the best for you, man.
Definitely, you and Ted.
Yeah.
All
of us are. Ryan even came out today and was like, "Hey, I want to be a part of this." I was like, "Hey, you want to go take our buddy out for breakfast?" And he was like, "Yeah."
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. What, 2
So-
subscribers now?
Yeah.
Come and met me personally. It's
Yeah.
awesome. I got people in Australia messaging me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm known worldwide now.
Yeah. It's getting around there, man, and people are asking about you all the time. All right, guys, we're gonna close this out here. And again, we appreciate you. I appreciate everything from you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the journey and trying to make an impact and positivity in somebody else's life. We love you guys. Be blessed.
Have a good one. Happy New Year.
And here's where the migrant camp is, and here you can see the guy cutting hair up underneath here, right there. And then this is a migrant building. This whole giant building is all migrants right in here, in the middle of the street, all over the sidewalk. You come through here, he was saying at times at night, you'll just smell the drugs. You just smell it. You see it out here. And he said he'll come over here to this McDonald's on what is this, Ogden and Lake, and he said it's just the whole parking lot will be swarming, like full of them. And American homeless people come over here, they get treated very, very poorly, but for some reason management really treats the Venezuelan people here very good compared to other people. So I don't know. Whatever, man. I mean, what gives, right?